Senator Sanders supporters are not afraid to hide their happiness with Wasserman Schultz's ouster and their unhappiness with the first woman to head the ticket for President of the United States, Secretary Hillary Clinton's expected nomination.
I think all of you know Debbie Wasserman Schultz resigned yesterday as chair of the DNC. We have got to defeat Donald Trump. And we have got to elect Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine.
Florida delegate Danny Pooler is here to go on the record. Nice to see you, Danny.
Hi, Greta. Thank you for having me.
Okay, Danny, what do you think about Sanders and the email?
I think that the email leaks through WikiLeaks show that we have a long way to go before the Democratic Party can say that it truly represents the majority of American citizens.
Okay. Are you mildly unhappy, furious, so-so? Doesn't bother you? How do you describe it?
I'm upset. I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised. What we found through the email leak was something that Sanders supporters have been saying throughout the primary season. There's obvious bias by the chairwoman.
All right. The chairwoman, were you there today at the breakfast?
I was.
Were you one of those who booed?
I stood up with my email sign, and I stood there silently until I was approached by Hillary delegates. At that point, I did begin the chants that went out against her.
All right. So you have a sign that says email. What were you intending to, what was your point?
I was there to make a point, to show her we know what you've done. You shouldn't be here. You need to be out of the Democratic Party because she does not represent the majority of Democrats. It's ridiculous that she still attended the breakfast, and I wish she had not, because with her ouster, there was a great opportunity for the Democratic Party to unite.
All right, so you didn't start booing until the Clinton delegates did what?
They came up to us and they started shouting at us to sit down and to behave and basically fall in line.
And you thought what?
I thought that it was quite rude. I'm an elected official to this convention. I'm a delegate. I have any right as anyone to be at that delegate breakfast and express my point of view.
How did Representative Wasserman Schultz respond to this, the booing?
She continued. She had to pause a couple times because she couldn't get her words out. The cheers and boos were pretty overwhelming, I can assume. But she finished her speech and then she left. She left the breakfast.
So she didn't stick around and shake hands or meet and greet?
No, and she wasn't there until her speech was to be given either.
What do you think Senator Sanders should say tonight?
I think Senator Sanders should speak to the entire Democratic Party and not just his delegates. He needs to express that the sort of unity that the Democratic Party is currently pushing is not acceptable. And also, I think he should speak out against corruption within the Democratic Party at all levels. It wasn't just Deborah Wasserman Schultz whose emails were exposed. There were plenty of employees there expressing anti-Semitic views, and I think all of them should be disciplined, and an exodus should occur.
All right. In spite of this, do you still intend to support the Democratic Party nominee, Secretary Clinton?
Of course. I will always support the Democratic nominee. Senator Bernie Sanders brought me into the Democratic Party, and I'm very proud to say that. I've already joined my local Democratic Executive Committee, and I'm prepared to work towards bettering the Democratic Party throughout my lifetime and making it more expressive.
If you could say one thing to Congresswoman, former chairman of the DNC, I guess she's till the end of the week, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, what would you say to her?
Stay out of politics.
All right, there you go. Danny, thank you. Welcome,
Thanks, Greta.
Welcome to Philadelphia.
Thank you.
And